Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Daily Brew, your morning pick-me-up. I'm Art Preuss, pastor of the Naples St. Evans Church, and thank you for joining us this morning. We have been journeying through the book of Genesis up until this point, and we just beginning to scratch the surface in Abraham's life. Now, as you recall yesterday, we talked about that God called him to be his friend at the age of 75 years old. But now I want to focus a little bit farther into this relationship where Abraham is sitting underneath a tree and he looks out into the horizon and sees three men coming. These three men, the Bible tells us, is none other than God himself, accompanied by two angels. And when Abraham realizes this, he quickly goes out, asks a servant to kill a fatted calf, and asks Sarah to bake some bread. And there they have a meal together, and they begin to talk. As they talk amongst each other, God reveals his plan to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because of their wickedness, of their sinfulness. But Abraham remembers that his nephew, is there with his family. God tells him that he's going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, but Abraham is concerned for his family, and so he begins to bargain with God. Sir, what if you don't find 50, but you find 45? What is interesting in the whole process, if you continue to read, he dwindles down to a mere 10 people. I'm sure God knew this, but Abraham did not lose heart. He was not scared to speak his mind and to pour out his heart for the sake of his nephew and his family. He didn't want his nephew to be destroyed. He didn't want his nieces or grandnieces to be killed. And so he says, well, Lord, for the sake of 10, and God says, Abraham, for the sake of 10 people, I will not destroy. God is willing to forego his plan because of good people who might be in that location. If there's anything about this story, is this. God is desiring us to share our hearts with him. If we are his friend, aren't we going to share the things that we are mostly concerned about, the things that make us happy, the things that are concerning to us, the things, the dreams and aspirations that are important to us? God listened to reason, and he would have spared Sodom and Gomorrah, but unfortunately he could only find 4. And even so, it was not enough. As you continue to go down this journey of developing your relationship with God, trust God with the most intimate thoughts, the most intimate plans, the most intimate dreams that you have had, and God will find a way for you. God will show you. He'll lead you. He'll guide you. And lastly, God is going to listen to reason. The Bible tells us, come, let us sit and reason together. That is God wanting to listen to you. May God bless you as you pour out your heart with God this morning and from here on out.